Okay, everybody, welcome to my OnlyFans. Okay, I'm just gonna figure this out here. Okay, we open up the chat room there. All right, guys. Okay, um, this is my. People been asking for the longest time. When Mr. Let's Paint, when are you gonna have an OnlyFans page, website? And so finally, I thought about it long and hard, and I finally got my gathered all my fans together and decided to showcase my fans, and that's what we're going to be doing here today. So if you want to give us a call and talk about maybe one of your favorite fans, you can give us a call at 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. These are the fans that are near and dear to me. These are really important fans that have touched my life immensely through thick or thin, and we're gonna I want to talk about these fans here tonight, if we can, and if you have any particular fan that is of your liking. Maybe you have a favorite fan. Maybe you want to call in and let us know. Let's start off with this fan right here. This is made by Honeywell. We have, I think there's different types of products, different companies. There's all types of companies making fans, and this one is made by Honeywell. I think they make airplane, military. They're just all over the place. They're like GE or something, Okay, so let's turn it on. Now this rotates, which is really cool. I really like the fact that it rotates. So I'm just going to turn it on. Nice breeze, really nice breeze. And I think the bottom button will make it rotate. So here we go. Look at look at that. Isn't that something? That's so awesome. Just beautiful how that is hot. That is hot. No, that's actually cool, isn't it? It's very cool. And that is the purpose of a fan, isn't it? Is the beauty of a fan is it cools you down. It cools you down, and this guy really has done just that. It's worth its weight in gold, no doubt. Okay, now this has the only thing I don't like about this fan. I've had other. This is a floor. They call this a floor model or a floor fan, I believe, or a stand. Actually, I'm not really sure what kind of fan it is called, except for it has its own pedestal, and it has its own way of, it's not on the table. This is not a tabletop fan, okay? So it stands on its own. But what I don't like about this is it only stands total about maybe 4 feet tall. I don't think it goes high enough. It could have went a little higher for my own personal liking, I think. And because of that, and maybe it's because I'm a little taller too. Maybe if I tilted, well, I have ended up tilting the fan, just sort of tilt it up, so that the trajectory of the air can come to me. I mean, frankly, you want the fan to kind of touch your face and get that feeling, though possibly it's also nice to have the fan, I guess, hit your midsection. Sometimes that's actually good too. Actually, if you have the fan kind of blowing in your this area down below, where it can get kind of moisty, if you will, and so a fan actually is kind of nice. So maybe that's what this fan's good for. I don't really know, but I haven't really taken advantage of that. But this guy does do the trick if that's what you want. All right, this is Mr. Let's Paint. You're watching my live OnlyFans show, and this is we're only talking about fans here, and so because of that, please, when you call in at 818-528-4516, just refrain from anything else. Just talk about your favorite fan and stuff like that. Okay, let's keep going here with this fan. Now there's two other buttons here that I'm not really sure what. I guess it's a clock. Maybe there's a timer. Let me see. So I have no idea what the middle buttons do, and that's the case. A lot of times things happen where you have extra buttons, and you can go ahead and click on it. As long as it's not some kind of nuclear warfare trigger, I think it's going to be okay if you just click on a button. As long as you're not the president of the United States, then you might want to double check before you start clicking on buttons. Okay, so I don't know what that did basically, that middle button. Though I suspect that maybe. Well, I can't read it at the moment. Here, let's see what's this do? I don't know. I don't know what this does either. This does something too. It's pretty cool though. It's fascinating. It's really, and again, I am cooling down. I am definitely cooling down with this bad boy of a fan. Rotisserie, oscillating fan. And this is made by Honeywell, and just look at it go. It's a fascinating thing, and again, the only drawback is that it's only about 4 feet tall, and it should be about 5 feet tall at least, or 4.5 or something. It should be a little taller. This guy. Now, basically, I only use the top and bottom buttons here. And that's because I didn't read the instructions, but it looks like you can cycle through, and that really goes fast. That's top speed right there. That's some top speed fan action. Whoa, that I feel like I'm on an airplane flying to somewhere. Some kind of airplane. It has an airplane engine feel, doesn't it? It definitely does. All right, and it looks like I turned it off. So it's a fascinating button mechanism that we have here, and it is a wonderful tool that we have in our arsenal. You got to always have a good fan with you. Just for circulation, you want some circulation. It's always good to have some circulation, with your body, but also with air circulation. Now we could. I'm interested in maybe getting some air purifiers, though I don't know if that really necessarily is a fan, and so because of that, I'm not sure I'm terribly so much of a fan of those, but it seems to be just a tad bit unnecessary, tad bit just unnecessary, and no point getting into that, frankly. So let's not get into that. Let's just stay with the fans here. And speaking of which, this guy is the Hawaiian Breeze. Take a look at this. This is the Hawaiian Breeze. By the way, if you have a favorite fan that you want to talk about, we'd love to talk to you about fans. This is OnlyFans. This is my new show, OnlyFans. Let's Paint TV. We're only talking about fans here, and this one is really neat. It's kind of a collector's item. I don't think they make this anymore. and it's all metal, which, see, like this has plastic parts, and there's some metal here too, obviously. These two guys are all plastic here, so, but this guy is metal. It's old school, and let's turn it on here. Let's put it on here, and see how that goes. It has some button, just has a off and on button. It's real simple here. Nothing complex here. You don't have to read. You really don't have to read the instructions, which, again, I kind of like that. You don't have to read the instructions. So here, let's plug this in here. Now I made a try not. You definitely, if you're not using these all the time, then unplug them from the outlet. Just probably, better safe than sorry, I would say. All right, so here we go. Let's plug this in. Okay, it's plugged in here. Okay, let's turn it on here. Okay, this is not a good sign. I mean, it's clearly plugged in, and let's just see if okay, see, something else turned on. Okay, so this is not this is not working. Huh. That happens sometimes. That it's not working. Maybe another. Let's try this spot here. Maybe it just hasn't been turned on in a while or something. Oh man, this was, I remember this guy, and now it's true. I haven't turned it on in a few years. And so, but I do remember it being very efficient, and for its compact size, which is really something. It's called Hawaiian Breeze, and it could be a collector's item. Maybe I'll probably try to get this fixed, because this is pretty nifty, but it did not turn on, and so that's too bad, frankly. Oh, wait. I thought I was hearing like a. Yeah, there's got to be some power going through there, right? Oh, look, it is gonna work, or it's trying to move. Holy cow! This thing it hasn't been used in so long that. All right, you're watching OnlyFans, guys. My Let's Paint TV's OnlyFan. This is my only fan page. I don't know if this is a safe thing to do. Frankly, this might be a dangerous thing to be. It's really. There's no fan action here. But check it out. It's kind of slowly thinking about it, isn't it? Look at that. Hey, if you want to call the program, you can. It's 818-528-4516. We're talking about fans, only fans here, and we really appreciate your hanging out with us here. And fans are a big integral part of life as humans, and let's not underestimate that here. Though this guy, I might have to unplug this here, if. Though it is kind of working. It's not doing any good, though, frankly. Really strange. It's it's just like, it must have a lot of dust or something that's inside the mechanism. So I think I'm just going to unplug it just to be safe, and maybe, we can always what we could do is take it apart, though it looks like it's kind of tricky to do so here. It looks like I need like an Allen wrench, I don't have all that information here. Maybe on our next show we could take this apart and then maybe try to clean it or something, and see if we can get it to work. Okay. Let's unplug it just in case that there's a problem. You're watching Let's Paint TV's only fans show. Okay. Let's unplug that here. All right, let's try this one here. Now, this one, this guy is made by Holmes. This is the Holmes Blizzard. This one packs a punch. Let's plug this guy in. This guy, great tabletop fan. Let's plug it in here, guys, and see how this works. Again, if you have a favorite fan and you want to tell us about it, please. This is your chance to talk to us about your favorite fan that you're excited about. Okay, give us a call, 818-528-4516. Okay, let's turn this on here. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That thing is off and running to the races. Look at that. That's beautiful. And oh, look at that. That really got a pop. Okay. Here. Hello, caller. Welcome to my hello. Welcome to my only fans page show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. What kind of?
I was thrilling watching that little red fan struggle. It must be pretty dusty.
Maybe that's what it is. It hasn't been used in a few years, so that's probably what it was fascinating though. It's still probably working. It's just it's dusty as all get go. Yeah, I see some dust on there right now.
Yeah, maybe hitting it with an air compressor to get that out. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Type of fan itself.
Yeah. I think it's a collector's item, though. Frankly, it's you can't buy these anymore. You know what I mean? So.
I used to have one exactly like it, actually.
Isn't it fast? It's fun, right? I like the bright color, the red.
It's powerful for how small it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and it packs a punch.
It sure does.
Well,
and I got a question for you, and I'll take my answer off the air.
Yes.
Does a windmill count as a fan? Thank you very much. I'm a big admirer and supporter of yours.
Well, thank you so much, caller. Yes, of course. I'll just answer that. Oh, thanks for the call. I'll just hang up on you. Of course, a windmill is a fan. I see it as a fan. Anything that's going to spin around in a circle a format would constitute as a fan, as far as I'm concerned. However, maybe technically it's not a fan because it's not used as such for circulation of air and also for cooling purposes. It's actually more so used for utilitarian electrical and grinding of the grain and all that kind of stuff. So it really I don't know if windmills were ever used for the purpose of what fans are used for. However, I suspect we should probably investigate that, frankly. But I have a hunch. I would just go say yes. I would say yes. Though, I'm thinking about those windmills, the turbines, that the new ones that apparently birds will fly in and then they get chopped up and they die because I guess they don't see that it's a fan flying, blades and stuff. Maybe they should make, frankly, speaking of which, I think they should put a protective cover on all those gigantic turbines that they have, so that birds would not, get decapitated. Okay. Well, that thing is working really good. Let's try some of the. Now again, this is dusty too, but it worked right out of the right away here. Let's see. Is that the highest speed? I think it is. Okay, and this thing here. Now this is all done in plastic. It's called the Blizzard. Have you ever had the Blizzard? From Foster Freeze, the Blizzard. That's pretty good. That will cool you down too. But this is the Blizzard by Holmes, and we got Honeywell, and then Holmes. A lot of H's in the fan world here. This is only fans. Talking about fans here, Mr. Let's Paint. Welcome to my show. Only fans. Talking about fans. You want to call in, ask a question about fans. Maybe you have a favorite fan. 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516. This one is fantastic. Again, just plastic. It's just plastic, and it has a little thing here. It I think it shuts it so it doesn't rotate. And it's just a simple. It's not a button. It's a pull-out button. It's more of a lever. I wouldn't call it a button, but it's just right there, and if you push it down, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is just amazing. That just the simplicity of the design of all these fans. It's just such a beautiful thing, and it's so beautiful. That's why I decided that one I should have, and you've all been asking, what you should be doing an OnlyFans show. So this is our first show, our first OnlyFans. Hopefully we'll make some more OnlyFans, talking about all types of fans and stuff like that. All right, Mr. Let's Paint here. Give us a call, 818-528-4516, if you got a favorite fan that you would like to talk about. Okay, now this is rotating here, and this is at full speed. This guy, so but it's got a nice amount of resistance, what's the opposite of resistance? Torque, some kind of push. It's got a good amount of wave. It almost feels like I'm on a cruise in the ocean, with the ocean breeze. It almost has an ocean breeze feel. It does here. It's a nice little feel there. But that is as much as it goes, and I guess that's just because the RPMs and just the amount of energy that is put forth. So let's put it on the slower. There's 3 levels. One, okay. So let's turn it all the way off here, and this is the first level right here. That's got a lot of mojo right there, doesn't it? Maybe that's the fastest speed. Let me see. I can't tell the difference, frankly, and I'm not really sure what the deal is on that. It kind of didn't make a difference, far as I could tell. All right. All right. Well, let's go here and take a look at our next fan, and this is the Vornado. This is quite fancy. This guy here. Let's unplug this guy here and get this here. If you want to call in, you got a favorite fan again. This is OnlyFans, Mr. Let's Paint's OnlyFans. Let's see what this fan does here for us here. But feel free to call us here, 818-528-4516. Okay, let's watch out here, and this has Roman numerals listed down below. It has Roman numeral 1, number 2, and number 3, and then it has a circle. So we're gonna definitely try all the buttons here. Okay. Oh, now I guess that's got to be the fastest speed right there. That's got to be top speed, and that's kind of weird, right? That you go from turning it off to full blast. Wouldn't you think that you would go from off to just like being at its smallest, strength, and then progressively go to full blast. I've never figured that out. I mean, there must be a reason, but I've noticed that happens quite a bit. It's off to just full blast, man. And this is the volcano or vornado, kind of like a combination of a volcano and a tornado. And it's got some. Whoa! This got some serious power. Okay, this is level 2. This is level 2, and then this doesn't do nothing. This one, it makes more noise. This is making more noise than fan action. You can hear that, I'm sure. Oh yeah, that's better. Number 2's better, and then number 3. It's a little much. It could be just a tad bit. This number 3, just a tad bit more than one needs sometimes. But there are times where you want a various degrees of that force field of the fan, that breeze. How much breeze do you need? It varies based on the heat, your own body heat, and or also the heat outside. So it's also internal and external, and on top of it, there could be some bugs, flying around, and so maybe you'd want this at full speed and rotate it. Where is the? Oh, you know what? This does not have a rotisserie. This is not a rotating fan. We just discovered that this is more of a spot fan. I mean, you can't. This does not have that ability, and so that's something you want to keep in mind when you go shopping for a fan. What kind of fan do you need, and what are the options? And so this one, even though it might have the most oomph in terms of straightforward force of wind at the highest speed, it does not rotate, which I think we all would agree that a rotating fan is something you want in your arsenal of fans. Now I have a whole bunch of fans, as you can see. So maybe a fan that does not do it is fine, because we have other fans that can, and so that's the beauty. I'm a big fan of these, of all my fans, and we're speaking only of fans here today, only fans. Mr. Let's Paint here. This is my very first OnlyFans show live, and we're taking calls here, and we're talking about fans. You want to get into some fan action, terminology. Maybe you have a favorite fan. Maybe you remember a fan from your childhood, and or maybe it's a fan at work that doesn't work, or maybe that it vibrates and makes a bunch of annoy. Maybe you want to complain about a fan. That's fine too. We're not limited to just everything how great a fan is. We're also here to make creative suggestions to make fans better. Make these fans better. So give us a call, 818-528-4516. This is Mr. Let's Paint, my OnlyFans show. Okay, so let's go back here and maybe turn on a few of these fans. I'm actually getting kind of hot, so let's go back to our other fan. Oh, I got to plug it in. Now I'm gonna try something here. We're gonna try to plug in a few fans all at the same time. We're gonna try that out here. All right. Okay, there's that, and then there's this, and then there's this. Oh yeah, fantastic. And then we'll get this one here. Oh, wow. Now this is a full blast. We're having the full blast. I'll just go with the 2. We're getting plenty of fan action right now. This is intense. This is intense, guys. Wow. I really do feel like I'm on the cliffs of Dover. It's just a, full on breeze coming through here. And that's what's the nice thing about a fan. You can imagine you are somewhere else. I'm not a big fan of wind. I don't really care for wind. It bothers me. Wind can bother the crap out of me. It bugs me. It just cuts right through me, this wind. And but if it's artificial, such as this, I can control it. Maybe it's because I know I can control, because I can just turn it off. This is a little much, but it's a good amount of force that this guy here, even though this does not rotate, this guy here. Let me. Now, I think too is that you could find the perfect equilibrium by using multiple fans at the same time, which is, I guess that's what we're doing here. So we'll turn this down at a low level here, this guy, and then this guy, let it rotate, and then let's plug this guy into. Let's get this guy. Try to get, yeah, there you go. So we're getting a nice energy of fandom, which is really a nice feel. It actually, I almost feel like I'm at the ocean, sipping a pina colada, and it's just you can get the right temperature, by adjusting the amount on each particular fan. So that's really exciting. That I've kind of just discovered just today, right now, here with you, and I think fans are underestimated by no means, and I think we're here to show you how fans can really be all that you really need in your life. You really don't even need air conditioner. You could figure it out how to make your life do with just fans. You could just do it. Only fans. All right, give us a call here, 818-528-4516, if you have a fan that maybe you have questions about fans. I'm kind of interested. I kind of always wanted to get one of them Dyson fans, They're all different types, but they're like $500 or something. It's crazy. And so I guess that's probably why I don't think most people ever buy a Dyson fan. Why would you? But they are out there, and apparently they really work fantastic. It'd be fun to try one of those out, wouldn't it? Maybe we'll get one of these. Maybe the Dyson people will send us one. That would be fun, and then we could try it out on our show here. I'm Mr. Let's Paint. We're talking about fans, and maybe you want to talk about fans too. 818-528-4516. All about fans. And we were talking about windmills. Are they fans? They could be. I suspect that they're probably not, because they're more utilitarian for that purpose of creating electricity and such. So maybe that's not the case, but but I could see that possibly that you could make that a fan, and at least for the maybe if you were if you were floating around, maybe like in a hot air balloon, and you came by a windmill, maybe you would get some fan action, and so maybe it's possible. I don't know. Or if we had ability to talk to birds, which of course they would be the ones that would have a better knowledge if those gigantic turbine windmills would be offer some kind of respite from like extreme heat, and maybe, but we just don't know how to really interact with animals as of yet. We got another. Hello, welcome to my OnlyFans show. Who's this?
Hello, hey, I'm a fan of the show. I'm calling in, man. I'm watching right now.
Thank you so much. Thanks for watching my OnlyFans show. What can we do for you? Do you got a favorite fan?
Yeah, I was honestly I was wondering your opinion on using a fan for sleep, not just for the airflow, but for the noise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great point. Do you have tinnitus? Tinnitus, like your ear, it's like drives you crazy and stuff. Do you have any of that going on? Because the soothing sound of the fan can kind of. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it sounds like you're falling all over the place. But yeah, the soothing sound of a fan will help you with people that have like tinnitus. And,
yeah, that I definitely do.
Well, so a fan would do the job, and again, it doesn't take much electricity as opposed to a AC.
Yeah, I love it. I use this fan every night myself. I can't sleep without it.
Oh well, fantastic. Well, there you go. So you're a big fan, and now of course you're a big fan of the fan at night, sleeping at night. Now,
oh yeah.
But what about when it's like kind of cold? I mean, it's wintertime. You don't really want a fan. So what do you do?
Well, I will just point the fan in a different direction away from me,
Okay.
like maybe towards the corner of the room.
Whoa! All right. Wow, that's that.
When it's 16 degrees.
Then you really are committed to that fan.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And I'm gonna hop off the phone now.
And you could always, if it does get you too cold, particularly if it's like below freezing and you still got the fan on, I guess you just get some more. Wear a beanie hat and an
Yeah,
extra.
I've seen like fans that are heating fans, like they blow hot air because they have a heating element with a fan inside.
Oh, that is great. We've only tipped the surface, touched the surface, scratched, rotated the surface on what fans are, what can be a fan, what is all the possibilities of a fan.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I appreciate the call. Thank you so much for calling in.
Oh, hey man, thanks for running the show. You're awesome.
Oh well, thank you so much. This is my very first OnlyFans show, so.
All right, glad to be here at the ground floor.
All right, thanks for coming in. All right, call again.
Yep.
All right.
That's cool.
All
I'll
right.
see ya.
Okay. All right, there it goes. If you want to call in the show, you got to maybe you want to talk about your favorite fan or questions about fans. This is a show to do it. This is my only fan page. Show, Mr. Let's Paint OnlyFans. 818-528-4516. We got the fans going on right now, and we got them all going. We couldn't get this one to work. I think I just have to blow some air in there somehow, and we'll try to clean that out, get it to work again. That's the Hawaiian Breeze. They have great names. These different types of fans. A lot of work, a lot of effort is put into the names, naming stuff. For I guess for selling purposes, obviously. But the main thing is, regardless if you got a bad name, bad design, the main thing is you want it to work, and these guys are working. Wonderful. They're doing the job. And call here. Hello, caller. Welcome to my OnlyFans show.
Hey, I was just wondering what type of fans do you have?
Yeah, well, this is a Honeywell. This is a floor, I guess you call it.
Not.
Yeah, it's nice.
No, it's not. I know what that is. That's not a Honeywell.
Well, it says Honeywell on it. Yeah.
Well, do you know a model?
No, I mean it's on the back. I could get you the model. Yeah, let me get you the model here. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let me turn it off and let's take a look here. All right.
All right.
Let me get my glasses here. I need some glasses.
Yeah, take your time.
All right, thanks, guy. Okay. All right, yeah. All right, so this is actually you might be right here. It says Honeywell, but then it says KAZ USA and Company.
That's it.
You know
That's it.
You know what I'm talking about? Wow. This is
Yeah,
interesting.
I do.
This is a Helen of Troy company, model HSF 1640W.
Yep, I love those. Those are my favorite kind of fans.
It's the Kaz. You can go to Kaz.com. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
Wow, it's right there. And you can even call. They got a 1-800 number. 1-800-477-0457. You want to call them and get the same one. So I don't know what the deal, why it's called Honeywell, but when it's really a Kaz. But I guess they loan out their technology to different brand names. So
Yep.
So you
I'm
like-
part of, I
sorry,
love fans.
You-
I actually work at a fan store.
you do. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I do.
Well, where is that
Yep.
fan store? Where's that fan store? Because I like going to visit fan stores.
Okay, it's in Los Angeles. It's in the tallest building on the 50th floor, and we sell all kinds of fans. It's in the tallest building. You gotta find the tallest building though. If you don't find the tallest building, you will not find our fan store. And we sell every single freaking fan. You gotta come.
So the
gotta come.
tallest building in Los Angeles
Good
on the
building.
50th floor is a fan
Yes.
store. So you're
Yes.
down. That's downtown. Then you're downtown.
Yep, that's it.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna have to go down there and check it out.
You should.
We could do.
I'd love to meet you.
We could do a simulcast or a live show from the store. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that would be fun from the fan store on the 50th floor of the tallest building in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I mean, why not? Why not have a fan store way up high? You know.
Yeah, it's just like everyone. I can see everyone. I can see everyone from my 50th floor. From my fan store, it's the best thing.
Well, and you know what? I had years ago gone to the very at the time it was the tallest building in Los Angeles, and years ago I went up to the top of it, and I felt like I was going to suffocate from just being so high up there, and the circulation of the air was not very good. And I'm thinking to myself, we need some fans in here because I'm not going to be able to breathe in this, all these people
Exactly.
breathing, and then there's no good ventilation. So fans,
Mm-hmm.
so it's really cool. So, contact me and let me know, get me the address, and we're going to come down there and check that out.
Okay. I'll send you the address. I'll DM you on the Instagram account
All
that
right.
you have, I think.
Okay. Yeah, we got
Talk to you
Instagram,
later.
all that stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, thanks
All
for the
right, see you
call.
later, bye.
Thank you for the
Mhm.
call. All right. All right. Well, there is a fan aficionado, a fan a fish Sharknado, aficionado. What? All right. We're talking about fans. Mr. Let's Paint here. This is my fan show. And I was just kind of talking about my various fans, and the caller just pointed out that this product, this particular fan, which he's a big fan of, is not really made by Honeywell. They just stuck their name on it. Well, I just didn't even know that. That's crazy. So we're learning stuff here as we progress here, degress or progress. And we're talking about fans. You want to call the show at 818-528-4516. Fans are an integral part of our livelihood. You know, if we didn't have fans, and fans are used in so many other places. They got fans in your car. Did you know that? I mean, maybe you didn't know that. Just to cool down the engine, I think, is probably what it's basically used for. I don't think it's ornamental or anything. I mean, there's a real reason why fans are used, like for that kind of mechanical, sort of augmenting various mechanical elements that are need to cool down. And we need to cool down. Sometimes we get hot heads. There's hot heads, and we all need to just take it back, step back, and cool down. Cool down, and a fan will help you do just that. A fan is really one of the best things that it's next to the wheel is definitely, it's up there. That and I guess ATM machines and cell phones. The fan, it's you can't live without them. And like I said, and there's so many their use so many places that unsuspecting that we didn't even know. You want to call in? You have a favorite fan story? We'd be happy to take your call here at 818-528-4516. Talking about fans. This is my only fans show. Mr. Let's Paint. People, again, always telling me I should have an OnlyFans page, and so here we go. This is it, and I'm feeling good about it. Probably gonna have to do some more of this OnlyFans. This is exciting. All right, give us a call here. We're live 818-528-4516. And I'm chilling. I'm chilling right here with y'all, with the fans. Got the fans going. All right, so we got the 3 fans going here. It's again, I recommend if you can have a selection of fans to choose from, because certain days you might not be feeling like to have, having all the fans on all at once kind of thing. But so you want to have more than one fan. I would say. Because there's a time and place for every fan. There is a time and place for every fan. Turn, 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 turn. There is a time and there is a place for every fan in your life. Because you don't always want a big fan. You don't always want a fan, but you might want a little small fan, and so there's just so many nuances with what a fan can all be about. Also, they don't take up a lot of energy. We talked about that with one of the callers here, as opposed to like using AC, which I've always sort of. I have a love-hate thing with AC in the first place, and it usually can be way too close. Okay, hello, caller. Welcome to my OnlyFans show.
Yes, Mr. Let's Fan, I have a question in regards to the fans in front of you.
Yes.
If you added together all the flaps, the spinning flaps, how many flaps would that be?
Well, I basically if we stop this,
is it 3 flaps?
Yeah.
3 flaps each, 4 flaps?
No, it's 3
or more.
No, most fans, if you look at a fan that's not turned on, it tends to be almost always 3. But I think in our mind somehow it was built in to think that there's 4, and so.
Okay. Yeah.
So like in a way.
Well, I've definitely seen those. Yeah. I've seen the 4-bangers. I've seen them with my own globules.
Yeah. Well, so and like so, and in my case, let's see. Now see, this one has 4. This guy has 4. This has 4. Okay, so it's either 4 or 3. This one's 3, but however, this is 6 because there's some teeny ones. There's some teeny ones there, which I don't think they do any.
Okay.
They don't do any good, but they're there.
Well, I'm just saying, add them all together, all the moving ones. Okay. If you could add them all together, then we get that number.
Okay, let me get you a number here. Let me see. Let me turn this off here and see. No, that's 3.
I just got to hand it over to Jerry. He's supposed to be doing the the flap numbers.
Okay, so
I got to get it over to him.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So I got 3 flaps, 3 flaps. This is 6 flaps.
Okay, yeah.
And then
that's why I'm calling.
Do you want to count this one? This doesn't really work. So
if you could kind of get it moving at all, even if you don't move the blades, just kind of move the fan with your hand. Maybe we could count it.
Okay. Well, it did work. It's just it barely moved. It barely moved. So there's 4.
Okay.
There's 4, 6. So that's 10. And then 3 and 3. So 16. We have 16 flaps flapping right now.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lines up with what we got here, and so, wow, happy Easter. I mean, happy post-fan, OnlyFans Easter.
Well, it's Easter Monday, and
okay, is that what it's called? I didn't really.
Yeah, it's actually,
right.
and people celebrate that the day after.
How about Easter Tuesday? How far does it go?
It doesn't really go much more than that. Just this is it for Easter.
Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. I think Passover goes for a whole week. No, I'm not well versed on that, but I believe it's more than one day.
How many hard-boiled eggs did you eat?
I didn't do anything. I kind of, I think it's because I've gotten older in age. I just kind of haven't. Well, for one, I never liked hard-boiled eggs.
I'm not talking about Easter at all. I'm just saying I would assume that you would eat hard-boiled eggs
Well,
every day.
I was getting to that.
I wasn't even referring to
Well,
Easter.
I was getting to the fact that I never liked hard-boiled eggs, so I probably,
Okay.
yeah. So my entire life, I don't think I've even eaten one, because it's pretty nasty.
Well,
But
I don't know. That's
if
a
they're-
challenge for another stream, I think.
Well, you could
They're
very well.
good if you get them prepared correctly.
We could work. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe if I could get convinced about the beauty of hard-boiled eggs and
What's your favorite sauce on it?
yeah, well, definitely.
Problem solved.
Could put some sauce it up. That would be good. Now I take it
Sauce it
back.
up.
I have enjoyed hard-boiled eggs chopped up, but they have to be chopped up
Yeah.
small enough.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
In potato salad.
Okay, yeah. However you can do it.
That to
well-
me, that works. But when there's too big of a chunk of the egg, hard-boiled egg, I don't know if it's that sulfur smell. There's something nasty.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I hear you.
I don't go for it so much. So I think in my
I hear you. Well,
life,
congratulations on your OnlyFans.
yeah, thank you.
I
This
think,
is exciting. I'm really excited.
People
about
make
it.
a lot of money. People make.
I know people
make
make
$28,000 a day.
I know.
What are you going to do with the money?
Oh my God! I don't know what to do.
You got to build a new wing.
I-
You have to have at least a big box.
I'm gonna probably get some more fans, at least.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Takes money to make money. I hear you. I hear you.
So
Well, what a pleasure.
thanks for calling in. Thank you.
Yes, and hail from. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks for calling in, buddy.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Take care. All right. If you want to call in, we're talking about fans, and and maybe you have a fan that you would like to a special fan that is exciting to you. This is the show to do it. Here we're taking your live calls here. This is live, 818-528-4516. I'm Mr. Let's Paint. This is the very first, probably of many only fan shows. Let's get that rotating. I want to rotate that thing. That's gonna cool me down. That's good. Yeah, I like the rotating. I gotta say the rotating. Let's get a call here. Hello, caller. Who's this? Hello.
Hello? Is it John?
Yeah, this is Mr. Let's Paint. Yes.
Are we still talking about fans?
Yeah, this is my only fans show. Yes.
Good. I was thinking back to the other week. You were drawing fans on aluminum bodies, but they were flying in the sky. You were drawing the planes, and sometimes planes, they have those internal propellers. Aren't those also fans?
Yes, of course. Those are fans. Yes. The engine, the propeller. I would it is problematic because it's not really it's disingenuous, frankly, to call it a fan for the purpose of creating a wind source for pleasure. These are pleasures for solace. Those are utilitarian mechanisms for something else. They're doing something else, though. Their ventriloquial force may or may not actually give off some form of fan action.
So, in order for the fan, so if we were to take a plane and then point the plane at someone and put it in, say, park, and then turn the propellers on and utilize that to, like, cool someone off, sticking on, like, the running.
It's entirely possible. We need to bring in a maybe an expert to explain if that would be the case. I just don't know. Maybe if you're an expert out there, you want to give us a call at 818-528-4516 and you could tell us if that's the case or not. I know that birds are famously get sucked in to the airplane engines, and then the plane then crashes, and then everyone dies. That happens every once in a while. Yeah.
That is a subsequent of the sucking action of the ramjet engines, where they pull the air in forwards.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about them old school propeller suckers.
Oh yeah. Like World War I and stuff, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, like the biplanes, or maybe the farm planes, or
like
with the big propeller boys on the front. Yeah.
I think that would be kind of another great question. I don't have the answer, but I do believe that there must be some kind of fan edge that that gives off. But does it give it off in blowback to the airplane pilot, or not? I don't know. Or does it go the other way? I think it would probably come back, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's like if you have a fan that's got like a summer setting, like a ceiling fan, where with like the reverse flow, where it pulls the air up instead of pushing it down.
Yeah,
I think it's a similar effect to that.
Yeah, counterclockwise, or that's something that you might want to look in the instructions of the fan, or particularly the ceiling fans, if you know which way to do it, because I've never figured that out. I just turn it on.
It's very ambiguous. I'm not sure either if it's the counterclockwise or which is the actual summer or the winter way. It's not. It's not very clear.
No, I don't either. And for me, the ceiling fans are problematic. And the ones I have are you have to actually pull a lever down, and it has three choices: 1, 2, 3, and then, but it also has a light. It has a light and the fan, and so it's kind of crazy, man. I don't know, if I turned it all the way off. Or the fan, but I want the light on.
You have no clue.
It's crazy, and just upsetting, man. It just really upsets me.
And you can't move them; they're stuck in one place. That's got no utility in like you could pick up the fans in front of you. You could pick up and move them, put them to wherever you need them.
Right.
The ceiling fans, they're there.
No, they're just
whether you like it or not.
No, they're there. And then what if you had people have them right above their bed? And then the thing's
that's where mine is.
And then it's not tightened very well, or it's loose, and it's like the shaft is gyrating and going around like that. It's just and you're thinking it's gonna get your head get chopped off, because
it fall off in the middle of the night.
Yeah, like 3 a.m, you're asleep, and then you're just like ah. And
why?
Oh man, that would be bad news.
That would be.
That would be.
John, I've been a fan for a long time.
Well, thank you. I
appreciate your service.
Well, appreciate you appreciating me.
No, for sure, and I'll be watching.
All right. Well, thanks. Thank you for checking out my OnlyFans show.
Well, thank you for having it, OnlyFans. Best OnlyFans out there. You don't even have to pay for it.
This is free right now, but we might want to start charging.
Some subscriptions, yeah.
Yeah, we might get some subscriptions.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, my good sir. Enjoy the fans.
All right, I am. Thank you. Thanks for calling. All right. Okay, if you want to call in and talk about your fans and or about these lovely fans that I got. Maybe you're thinking about buying a fan. We're here talking about fans, and hypothetically, or just from the past, that somehow you are obliged to talk about. Maybe you have a fan story that we could do that. We could do that. 818-528-4516. A lot of people in the chat room. I'm not able to see it. What's going on in there? Because the chat's too far away to actually see what's going on. So maybe another day we'll figure that out. Okay, 818-528-4516. Mr. Let's Paint, this is our Only Fans show. Very, very excited. Great response. We're having a really great response. I don't really feel, I was a little concerned about doing an OnlyFans show. And I thought, this might be a little too revealing, and I didn't know if I wanted to bear all my inner thoughts and everything. But so far so good. So far so good. It seems to be working okay. The fans seem to be working okay, except for this little guy here. We couldn't get him to work, though it did kind of work. So we're gonna try to clean that up if we can. Give us a call here, 818-528-4516. Thank you. Thanks again for everyone watching. We'll stay on for a few more minutes, I suppose. Here, a few more calls. Nice fan. If you have the right air circulation with it makes all the difference in the world in terms of your comfort level. All right, we'll get another call here. Hello, caller. Who's this?
Hey, just a couple things.
Yeah.
The dirt on the fan, on the white fan. You got to do something about that.
Okay, so you
and the little red fan. I think it might have a sticky piston, or the motor's burned out. You got to do something about that. That's sad.
Yeah.
And the other two ones work just fine.
Yeah,
That's
these
great.
guys they're a little dusty though. They are dusty. I gotta let's do some dusting here. We can get rid of some of that. But you don't want to be doing anything while the machine is running, because again, these are mechanical things, and those blades, even though maybe they're for the most part they are plastic, they could cause some damage. You don't want to be like at the ER because go to ER or
Well, it could be pretty exciting to leave it on and attempt to clean it. I don't know about you, but that as long as it's not a metal blade, you'll be fine. You gotta risk your life.
I'm a safety first kind of guy, so we'll just
you run every day. That's very dangerous.
No,
and
that's,
make sure not to let your eyes dry. And make sure not to let your eyes dry out.
Okay. Maybe that could be the a problem with having all that air circulating so much. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just critical thinker here. I don't know. This is very exciting. I've got my bowl of celery, as I always do, and I'm looking forward to seeing you run again. That's going to be sweet.
Okay. Yeah, we might do that. Yeah. Might do some more of that. Yeah. I might just be doing my OnlyFans now from here on out.
Well, I guess. Keep it dirty. I guess. Keep those blades clean.
Yeah, I guess I need to clean up.
Keep the rest of them dirty. You're an artist. You don't worry about that.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
So far, everything's working, but they are a little dusty. No doubt.
They look like the one on the left looks as old as I am, and I think did you pull that out of your garage just for?
No.
That's what that one looked. That's what that one looks like.
No. Well, you're right that I did kind of pull a few of these out of hibernation, no doubt. But that's because we're in winter. We're in winter. We haven't really gone into the summer, and so that could be the case too. That they haven't been used so much of late. So.
Well, and one last thing. I think that Honeywell needs some googly eyes. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. We could put some fun stuff on that, couldn't we? Yeah.
Definitely. Yep. All right. Let some funny people call. I love you, buddy.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks for the call, my friend. Okay. All right. Here goes another caller. Again, another few more minutes here, maybe. We're taking your calls here on my very first OnlyFans show, and It feels good. I feel good. Like I said, it's and I feel winded. I guess is that fanned. I feel the fans. I feel in the love. I do. I feel that. I feel the love from you, and of course artificially from these fans. So inadvertently, I feel the love from you, and again, sort of a man-made thing, and that's good. You got to have some man-made. You got to do some man-made stuff. And a fan is a nice replacement for human interaction. I think that's what I'm trying to get to. There is a touch, there is a feel. Now the feel would be you sticking your finger in the fan, and then of course, then you'd have to go to the ER, I suspect, but possibly not. Again, these aren't metal. The blades, so you would probably not have to go to ER. Did I ever tell you I was on ER once? A few times, actually. Okay, all right, that's another story here that I guess I could tell you, but I got nothing else to tell you, so I might as well tell you that story. Yeah, I was on ER once, and I was a doctor on ER, and during lunchtime, I went walking around the Warner Brothers studios, and they have a basketball court there, and just in the middle of nowhere. And you know who was there? George Clooney. George Clooney was there because he liked to play basketball a lot, and so he was there at the basketball court playing basketball, kind of like playing hooky, because he wasn't on ER, and he was just hanging out. And he looked at me because I was wearing an ER doctor smock. And he looked at me. He gave me the stink eye. He looked straight at me, and he's like, "Oh, you're my replacement." Because you know what happened? He was not on the show anymore. He quit the show. And he looked at me thinking, "Oh, you're the new replacement. You're the new doctor." I know he thought that. Little did he know I was just an extra that could never be an actor in that sense. All right, okay, that's a nice little story for you. Put that in the bank, and I bet you if you asked George Clooney if he remembers that moment, I bet you he would remember it. I know he thought that I was possibly taking his job. I think he did. I'm certain of it. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for checking out my very first OnlyFans show. We're going to do more of these, and make sure you subscribe to my OnlyFans show and all that. So thanks so much, guys. We're going to see you another day here. And thanks to all my fans. Thanks to all my fans and to you. Till next time. Bye-bye.